Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the course of Digital Logic Design. In previous lecture, we have discussed what is a D flip-flop and how it can be triggered with a negative edge and positive edge. Today we are going to cover second type of flip-flop, which is JK flip-flop. For any flip-flop, keep remember that there are three important operations. One is to set the flip-flop such that Q will be equal to 1 and Q dash output will be equal to 0. Second is to reset it, where Q will be equal to 0 and Q dash will be equal to 1. The third operation is to complement its output such that to interchange the values of Q and Q dash with each other. So D flip-flop, as we know, it has a single data input, and a single data input there are only two states possible. So we can only set and reset a D flip-flop. The third operation cannot be done with the D flip-flop. To obtain these three important operations, we need at least two inputs. For this, we have a JK flip-flop. JK flip-flop has two inputs such as J and K, which performs all the three operations as given here. Here we have a logical circuit of the JK flip-flop. You can see fundamentally it has a D flip-flop. If you are still confused about D flip-flop, kindly go through the lecture of D flip-flop. You will find each and every detail about it. So now the data input is actually a combination of inputs and outputs. So here the logical expression of this gate is J multiplied with Q dash. Similarly, the logical expression for this one is K dash Q. And finally, here we have JQ dash plus K dash Q, because it is an OR gate which ORs the output of these two gates. So the logical expression of this gate can be given by Q of t plus 1 is equal to D is equal to JQ dash plus KQ dash Q. Keep remember that Q t plus 1 refers to the next state of the flip-flop. After the flip-flop is triggered with the particular edge, the next state Q of t plus 1 will occur. So Q of t is the current state of the flip-flop and Q of t plus 1 is equal to the next state of the flip-flop when the flip-flop is triggered with the particular edge, either positive or negative edge. So let's consider different cases of J and K and see how this flip-flop responds. So let's take case number 1. If J is equal to 0 and K is also equal to 0. So putting the values in this equation, we get that D will be equal to Q. So it means that the state of the flip-flop will be unchanged. The next state, which is Q of t plus 1, will be equal to the current state, and we can call it as unchanged state. Now let's take case number 2. For example, in this case, if J is equal to 0 and K is equal to 1, so we will get D is equal to 0. So in this case, the flip-flop will be in the reset state, where k of t plus 1 will be equal to 0. Case number 3, if j is equal to 1 and k is equal to 0, so d will be equal to 1. So q of t plus 1 will also be equal to 1, and we can say that the flip-flop will be in set state. Finally, if j is equal to 1 and k is equal to 1, then d will be equal to k dash. It means that k of t plus 1 will be equal to q dash of t. So we can say that the output is a complemented output. Because in this case, the value of q and q dash will be interchanged with each other. So summarizing the operation of a JK flip-flop into characteristic table, we can see the different responses to different inputs. For JK00, we will get a no change state. For JK01, the flip-flop will be in the reset state, and for 10, the flip-flop will be in the set state, and finally at 11, we will get a complemented output. This shows the graphical symbol for a JK flip-flop, where we have two inputs J and K, and another input is a clock signal. Thank you.